Hello everyone. Today we will start with the geometrical isomerism. Right. So previously we have discussed about two type of isomerism, that is structural isomerism and the other one was stereoisomerism. Right. In structural isomerism we have learnt about linkage isomerism or solvate isomerism and other isomerisms too, in which the connectivity of metal and ligand changes. Right. Connectivity of atom changes. But here in stereoisomerism, we are having two types of isomerism, that is the geometrical isomerism and the other one is the optical isomerism. Right? Optical isomerism, we will deal with it in detail afterwards. First, we will start with geometrical isomerism. Right? So, what is geometrical isomerism? That there is a different in spatial arrangement of the atoms. For example, let us say that here we are having A, B, C, D, right? A, B, C, D are the ligands and M is the metal. Now, if we change the positions, let us say C here, then D here, then B here, and then A here, right? So that means that we are not changing the connectivity. Here also M and B are connected, here also M and B are connected, here also M and D and C and MA are connected, here also is the same. But there is a difference in the spatial arrangement of the ligands around the central metal atom. Right, so this type of isomerism is known as geometrical isomerism. So we will learn that what are the number of geometrical isomerism possible for different type of complexes. Now we are having three type of complexes here. Tetrahedral complex we can have, square planar complex we can have, and octahedral complexes we can have. Right? Trigonal bipyramidal is not in our syllabus. It is out of syllabus for us, so we will not deal with trigonal bipyramidal here. Now the remaining ones that are left are tetrahedral, square planar and octahedral. Now tetrahedral complexes do not show geometrical isomerism. For example, let us say that we are having a complex like this, M, A, B, C, D, and you are asked, it is in the tetrahedral geometry, and you are asked that what are the number of geometrical isomers for it, then you have to give the answer as 0, because the number of geometrical isomers that are possible for tetrahedral arrangement or tetrahedral complexes is equal to 0, because tetrahedral complexes do not show any kind of geometrical isomerism. Now we are left with square planar and octahedral. Right, so we will deal with two type of complexes, square planar and octahedral complexes. Now first we will deal with square planar complexes. We are having which hybridization for square planar complexes? DsP2 hybridization. And for tetrahedral we were having sp3 hybridization, right? So square planar complexes of the type Ma2x2, MABx2, MABxy, where A, X, Y and B are monodentate ligands, and AA dash will mean, or you can also write it as AB also, that it is an unsymmetrical bidentate ligand. For example, if you consider ethylene diamine, NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2, right? Because both the ends are symmetrical, so therefore it is a bidentate symmetrical ligand. So it will be written as AA. But if you take glycine, let us say NH2, CH2, COO minus, right? Let us say we are taking this. So now it is an unsymmetrical bidentate ligand because the two ends are different. So it will become AB, right? AB or AA dash, whatever you can write. Now here, only these complexes show geometrical isomerism. Rest of the complexes do not show geometrical isomerism, right? Now we will deal with them one by one. First one is Ma2X2, where M is the metal atom, A is the monodentate ligand, and X is also the monodentate ligand. Examples are, for example, we are having this platinum NH32Cl2 or cobalt NH32Cl2. Now, if we draw, we can have two possibilities. Either the NH3 and NH3 are cis to each other, or they are trans to each other. Or you can vice versa say that either Cl and Cl are cis to each other or they are trans to each other. If they are cis, that means they are at an angle of 90 degree, and if they are trans, that means they are at an angle of 180 degree, right? So here if you see platinum NH3 2 Cl2, in which the NH3 and Cl are cis to each other, they are pale yellow. That means the cis isomer is pale yellow in color. But the other one, if you will see, Cl and Cl are opposite to each other. That means they are trans to each other, and similar is the case with NH3. So this is dark yellow. So that is why how you can say that different isomers can have different physical as well as chemical properties. Okay. Now, so this Ma2X2 type of complex shows two types of isomers, that is cis and trans geometrical isomers. Now is the MABX2. So here you can have A, B are the monodentate ligand and X is the monodentate ligand here. So we can have an example like this, cobalt NH32ClBr. Now the two NH3 can be cis to each other. Similarly, the two NH3 can be trans to each other. So these are the two types of possible geometrical isomers that are possible in square planar complexes of type MABX2. Now next is MABXY. Now here if you see that all are monodentate and all ligands are different here, right? So you cannot term them as cis or trans. Why? Because at least two ligands need to be same for defining cis and trans, right? Here all the ligands are different. So now we can have this like you fix the position of A, right? Now you keep B trans to it, then you keep X trans to it, then you keep Y trans to it, right? Now you can also have this isomer like A and Y, B and X, right? We have changed the position of B and X here, right? But these are identical in nature. Now how will you find out that which one is a geometrical isomers and which one is identical? So the trick is that if all the angles are coming out to be same, if all the angles are coming out to be same, then it is identical. And for geometrical isomers, at least one angle needs to be different. Obviously, there can be more than one angle, but at least one angle needs to be different. Needs to be different. Right? So now here you can see that A and B are 180 degree and here A and B are 90 degree. That means they are geometrical isomers. Now here A and B are 90 degree, Y and X are 90 degree. But if you will see here A and Y are 90 degree and here A and Y are 180 degree. That means they are geometrical isomers because one angle has changed. Now coming on to these two, A and Y 180 degree, A and Y 180 degree, B and X 180 degree, B and X 180 degree, A and B 90 degree, A and B 90 degree, A and X 90 degree, A and X 90 degree, X and Y 90 degree, X and Y 90 degree. Right? So because all the angles are coming out to be same, that means it is identical. Right? So MABXY will have three geometrical isomers. Will have three geometrical isomers. Now coming on to MAA-2, or you can also write it as MAB2, whichever way you find it convenient. So we can have glycine here, right? So here you can see that this is the cis isomer where NH2, NH2, the similar groups are 90 degrees to each other. Here also oxygen, oxygen are 90 degree to each other. But if you change the angle, let us say that we swap the position of these two. Now what will happen? That oxygen and oxygen are trans and NH2 and NH2 are trans. So therefore we can have two geometrical isomers for this. That is, one will be cis and the second one will be trans. Next one is MABXY, or you can also write it as MAA-XY, whichever way you find it convenient. So now because this position is different, let us say we are having again glycine. So this will be nitrogen and this will be oxygen, right? So now oxygen and X are 180 degree and nitrogen and Y are 180. Here what is happening is that oxygen and Y are 180 degree and A and X, or nitrogen and X, are 180 degree, right? So the angles have changed. That means it will have two geometrical isomers. Now, the complexes of the type MA4, MA3B, MAA2, where AA is the symmetrical bidentate ligand, for example, as ethylene diamine. Here also MAAA2, MAA-A2. These complexes do not have geometrical isomers because only one type of structure can be formed here, right? If you want, you can practice, change the angles and find out if you can find any isomer in which the angle must be changing, but you will be unable to find for these complexes. So only the complexes that we have learned will have geometrical isomerism, and these complexes will not have geometrical isomerism, right? So the summary is, these complexes if you take, no geometrical isomers are possible, but here MABXY will have 3 geometrical isomers, rest will be having 2 geometrical isomers as cis and trans, and this will have particularly 3 geometrical isomers. Okay, so that's all for today. In the next class, we will be learning about the geometrical isomerism in octahedral complex.